What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, y'all. So I'm gonna pull some cards and get a message out for y'all. I definitely do hope that the message resonate for y'all, and overall I hope that the messages are useful. Okay, and with that being said, we're just gonna jump right into the video. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. All right, one more time. So right off the bat, you have the 7 of coins coming out. You also do have the Hangman. You have the 10 of swords as well. Okay. And you have the 3 of cups or the 3 of chalices. You could be investing in yourself. I want to say again, there's some sort of, it feels like some sort of reconciliation with oneself, right? With the moon. You can be getting into things that, this could be higher knowledges and spirituality as well. This could be getting to know yourself again emotionally. It's almost like, you know how it's the end of a cycle, or there's the end of anything. It's almost like a breath of fresh air. It's almost like a renewed you, basically. And it feels like it's almost like been a long time coming. It's almost like it's an energy where it's like this new you is getting ready to kind of like come out and showcase itself. Okay, whether it's a new look, it's a new haircut, it's a new style, it's how you do your nails differently. You get what I'm saying? I almost wanted to say like a new personality. It's almost like a new perception on life. It's kind of like you're riding this wave of new. Okay, it could also feel like it's a long time coming with the 7 of Pentacles and the Hangman. It's almost like it's something that you've been nursing, that it's almost time. It's getting ready to be a time to showcase whatever this new project is. Even if again it's a new you. It's getting ready to be that time for you to kind of like bring again whatever this is that you've been nursing out into the world for people to kind of like see. You got Pisces energy out here. You could say Gemini as well. You got the Lovers. You have the Death card coming out as well. Yeah, it's something with transformation. You have the Magician. You also do have the Page of Wands, okay? With the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It definitely feels like right now, you got Scorpio energy out here. Again, Gemini. It almost feels like somebody is starting over. Like what they want, what they like, who they kind of like want to be, how they want to come up and show out into the world as well. This almost gives me an energy of somebody wanting to change their ways, right? For a few examples, there's a few examples I'm getting with this. It's almost like, say you've been a lover boy, a lover girl for majority of your life. You get what I'm saying? And you were someone who's a very hopeless romantic kind of like type. It's almost like, okay, you're kind of switching that up now. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like you're super focused on your manifestations right now. You get what I'm saying? Building as well, even if it's alone. You get what I'm saying? And the other example I was getting as well is like, this may not resonate for everybody. You get what I'm saying? It's going to resonate for those who know that they're kind of putting in a different type of work, because it definitely gives me the energy of like somebody who, not like someone who is a tyrant, but someone who knows, like, not like they've done people wrong in like a very, very drastic way, but knows that it's almost like they want to become a better person almost, is also what is like giving me. Someone is like starting, it feels like fresh. It feels like someone's getting the opportunity to start with the completely new again, especially about like how they are present. It feels like some sort of presenting of oneself. Someone's pouring like a lot of love into themselves, the same love they used to pour into like other people. It feels like someone's pouring that love back into themselves, and it almost feels like it's a long time coming. So don't be surprised either if like you're attracting new people, you're attracting new opportunities as well when it pertains to like your manifestations. It definitely does feel like something you've been wanting or something you've been like manifesting, investing in is really about to I wanted to say make its way to you. What's the 7 of coins? You got the 7 of wands. 77 can be of importance. You also do have the 8 of coins coming out here as well. And you also do have the moon. You got Cancer and Pisces energy. Yeah, like someone's not listening to, yeah, with the 5 of wands, like any sort of limiting beliefs. It almost feels like someone is believing in themselves again. Someone is like, I can't even get that word out correctly. What's the 7 of wands? You have the Ace of wands, and you have the Queen, and you got the Queen of wands. This is some good energy. I'm not even gonna hold you. Because there could have been an energy, especially where you could have felt like, you know, nothing, where's anything new? You get what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know, new energy, new... and you also do have to realize when you are watching tarot and you're like, where's anything new? You know, I want to hear about new this and new that and this and the third. If you're not putting yourself out there, if you're not doing the work, a lot of times it's not going to come up in readings either. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of... how can I put this? Because it's hard. Oh my goodness. It's hard to articulate the messages already, and we barely just begun. But it is kind of giving me that vibe. It's kind of like up to you for anything new to come out. You get what I'm saying? As readers, all we're doing is reading the energy. So if it's old or it's nothing new and it's nothing that you feel like, oh, I want to hear what's coming up for the future, is then the third. What work are you putting in your own life to hear about anything new? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you applying to those new jobs? Are you traveling? You get what I'm saying? Are you being a good person? Are you being this force of light to hear about anything new? Because if you're not, you will hear repetitive things. I don't control this. Readers don't control it at all. You get what I'm saying? But definitely keep that in mind, because I definitely do feel like that's kind of like the energy that is being presented to me right now, especially for the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands to come out for the 7 of Wands. It's almost like someone is kind of like putting what they want to happen, especially with anything regarding anything new, into their own hands. And it's almost like it's about kind of like time. Because it's almost like giving me an energy where someone was waiting to hear about anything new to make themselves feel good. No, what new ways of living are you implementing into your life to create this new era, this new lifestyle as well? Are you still doing the same things you were doing 5 years ago? Are you doing yoga? Are you running? Like, what sort of changes are you implementing in your everyday life to kind of like see better? Like, this energy is a little different. You got fire sign energy out here as well. What's this moon card? You have the 8 of wands. And what's that moon and the 8 of wands? You have the 2 of wands. Yeah, like someone's really focused on self, it feels like, and what they want. What's the 8 of wands by itself? Yeah, you got the 3 of wands, because it definitely feels like someone is manifesting and it is coming into fruition. But it feels like it's because they're implementing new things into their lifestyle. Like someone's switching things up. They're not doing the same thing that they once were. They're not dating the same people that they once used to date. Not necessarily saying you're forcing yourself to change or you're forcing yourself to try new things, but you're allowing yourself to kind of like let go. Like someone has to really let go of like an old way of being. What's this hangman? Someone's really being encouraged to change something. You got the 4 of coins. You have the 9 of chalices. You have the King of Pentacles. Oh, this was a lot. You got the Wheel of Fate. And you also do have the 5 of coins for the hangman. Yeah, because holding back from anything, people, new opportunities, is not going to benefit someone the way they think that it will. You could be an earth sign, a Pisces. Like someone is being encouraged to step out, to change like what they do from their day to day as well. Because it's almost giving me that energy of like someone crying out. You get what I'm saying? They want new things to kind of like happen for them and to them, but it's almost like you do realize that is your job, right? That's not nobody else's job. That's actually your job. It's your life. Because I don't know, there's an energy of feeling like left out or feeling like you're being like left behind. Because it's almost like there's like a fear of like the unknown about like what something's going to look like, how people are going to perceive something. Like someone was comfortable. What's the Four of Pentacles? You got the Nine of Pentacles and you have the Two of Chalices. Yeah, like someone was afraid of like putting themselves out there. Especially when it pertains to like their goals. Like, I want to do this, but I'm afraid of people judging me. I want to do that, but am I good enough for it? You won't know unless you try, sort of like energy. Like, that's the energy that is kind of like giving me. Like someone was very content and kind of like being, I won't say a Debbie Downer, but like down on their luck. Like it definitely is giving me more of like a pessimistic kind of like vibe. Like someone was waiting for other people to do the work. And it's no dig, I'm just reading out the energy and at the same, like I listen to these too, yo, but make sure you are keeping that fresh mindset. You get what I'm saying? And make sure that you are doing the work, because it's screaming something about work. It's screaming something about changing your mindset. You won't grow unless you allow yourself to. Because again, nobody can make anything kind of like happen for you. I really want somebody to realize that, because that's kind of like the energy it was giving me, especially in like the beginning. It's like somebody wanting change and they're almost like watching readings and wanting to hear about it and wanting this to happen, wanting that to happen, when in reality, you have to go out in the world and do it for yourself. You have to change the energy. You have to be one with the energy. Because someone really is holding back like their full potential. Like, I don't know why, but it feels that way. What's this King of Pentacles? You got the Five of Wands coming out, the Page of Chalices, and the Queen of Cups. Heavy earth sign energy. What's the King and Queen of Pentacles? You have the Tower. You got Aquarius energy out here as well. It feels like someone's I don't know what type of change happened in someone's personal life, but it definitely does feel like someone is afraid of like some sort of financial change. What's this Five of Wands? You got the Knight of Wands, I believe. Yeah, you got the Knight of Wands. And what's the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands? You have the Sun, and you have the Seven of Chalices. You got Leo energy out here as well. I don't know if someone's confidence is like really, really low. Or it was. Because I'm really trying to keep the energy positive. It's not negative, but I can't force it to be what I want it to be. But it definitely does feel like someone's confidence was like beaten down to a very low point, to where it feels like someone is having to build themselves back up, and they're finding it to be kind of like difficult or challenging in a way. Because it feels like someone is struggling right now to figure out what makes them truly like happy. Like someone's in that state of mind right now. Like they're trying to look for answers about like what path should they go down, what's going to really make them feel fulfilled and like really, really happy. Again, you got Leo energy out here, Aquarius, heavy earth sign as well, Scorpio, Gemini. What's the Ten of Swords? You got the Eight of Chalices with the Star. Yeah, someone has a lot more healing to do. I mean, we all do. If you really want me to be honest with you, we all really do. We all in this kind of like together. But it definitely does feel like someone needs to focus more on the healing aspect. Because it feels like someone could even be focusing on things that aren't really necessarily important right now. As far as like other people, other relationships, just things that are not important. Someone has to really focus on what truly makes them happy, what's truly going to make them fulfilled. Because with them not paying attention to that is the reason why someone feels like they're unhappy, or it's like they feel like they're waiting for anything new to kind of happen in their life. And it feels like if you are feeling that way, it's because you're not ready for anything new right now, because you're healing from things that it feels like broke you or really hurt you at one point in time as well. And it's almost like you don't want to bleed into new situations that are supposed to make you happy, are supposed to make you feel fulfilled, because you're going to doubt them. You're gonna question if this is if this new beginning is real or not, because you're not healed from past things that happen, past things that hurt you. You got heavy Aquarius out here as well. Do not neglect the healing, because that's what it feels like. Like it's giving me a very cocky energy. That's why I'm kind of like surprised. It's very cocky with this energy. Like someone feels like they shit don't stink. It's very cocky. It's a very cocky energy. When in reality, it's just like, no, you're just as hurt as anybody else that would have went through what you went through. And you want new? How you want new? And you still hurt? How you want new and you still angry about things that happened to you? It's okay to be angry, but it's like, it's a feeling of resentment. It's a feeling of like, very cocky. I can't get over that. Someone has a very cocky energy. What's the Eight of Chalices and the Star? With the Hermit. You got Virgo energy out here. What's this Hermit card? You got the Knight of Chalices with the Four of Swords. Yeah, somebody got a soul search, it feels like. Someone really has to start looking from within. Because I'm telling you, I don't know what that energy is about, but someone is not as healed as they're like pretending to be. Especially if this is about a past like lover situation as well. No matter if you're married, engaged, it was a friend of benefits, whatever. Something that hurt you. Something that was a painful ending for you. It feels like someone can't let go. And it definitely does feel like someone is trying to fake it till they make it. In a lot of cases, it can work, but in a lot of cases, that could definitely be like a hindrance. That could be to the detriment of someone's downfall as well. What's the Three of Cups? Because it's like someone's really wanting new, it feels like, with the Three of Swords at the bottom, especially with this Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Especially if you're feeling like, you know, you are an introvert or you are in a place of like solitude right now. You don't really want to talk to people. You don't really want to do much. That is fair. But also keep in mind, like, that energy could also prevent, not necessarily prevent things from coming towards you that are good. I won't necessarily say that because I don't feel like that's necessarily true. But there is an energy of like, oh, woe is me. Like someone feeling like they're missing out on things, or, you know, they're not getting almost like the best out of life. Like it feels like someone is like really, really down, but they're questioning why nothing new is happening for them, or why nothing new is coming for them as well. And it feels like because you're not putting that energy out into the world. You're not putting it out there for you to receive it. You're not inviting that energy in. What's the Hermit with the World? Man, like someone's really closed off. You got fixed sign energy, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. Like I'm being compelled and being encouraged to say, go have fun. Like someone has to like really let their hair down. Like someone's like a stick in the mud. Like something's not that serious. Like someone has to realize something is not that serious. Especially if a cycle is over. You got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck and you are aware of that. It's almost like, so what are we still waiting around for? What are we still in isolation for? What are we still acting like we don't like people for? You don't like to laugh. You don't like to have fun. You don't like to do anything. You just want to go to work and go home, and I don't, because I'm not trying to turn it into like as a thing to where I'm like, I would hope nobody feels that way, because then that just means you probably don't need to really be watching me, because I'm here to help, basically. I'm here to uplift, not to help. I'm here to uplift, basically. But I'm not gonna lie, it's triggering me as well, because it's a very cocky energy. Like I don't need anybody. I don't want anybody. I don't want to experience like someone is so closed off to the beauty of kind of like what life has to offer because of something that they've went through. And I get it, things are hard. Nobody should go through really anything. Like if I could make the world perfect where everybody's happy and we're all eating crumpets and having tea, I would. But that's just not life. That's not realistic either. But at the same time, it's like if you do not put yourself out there, if you do not allow yourself to let go, and live kind of like freely, the people that hurt you kind of won in that aspect. They beat you. Those entities won. Because that's what they really want. They don't want you to shine your light. They want you to be alone. What's this Three of Cups? You got the Seven of Swords. Because with the Three of Cups, especially in the beginning, it was giving me, it wasn't really a reconcile with anybody in particular. It was giving me a reconciliation with yourself. And then with the Seven of Swords coming out again, it's almost like without you being able to shine your light and letting people see kind of like this new you, they won. These people strategically won. They made you feel like you had to close up. They made you feel like you couldn't trust people. They made you feel like nothing new is going to come towards you. They won. Especially if this was somebody who was, I will honestly say, abusive to you, or towards you, excuse me. What's the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords? Or the Three of Chalices, excuse me. With the Four of Wands. Yeah, someone views relationships in a very... Someone does not trust like people at all, it feels like. Like someone's not allowing themselves to... It feels like love. And it doesn't even have to be on a romantic sense. Like someone really, it feels like, does not trust people right now. And that is okay. Everybody's saying free will is a thing. And everybody's on different timelines, you know? But that's what it definitely does feel like. It feels like someone is really not allowing themselves to feel the way they used to before some sort of pain was set in. Especially in regards to relationships. Who they are connecting with as well. What's the what's the Four of Wands? Let's do that. What's the Four of Wands? We got the Fortitude card. Yeah. And what's the Four of Wands with the Fortitude card? The Lovers. Yeah, the Lovers. You got Gemini energy. Because it definitely does feel like there's people who do want to communicate with you. There's people who would like to get to know you as well. But there's a holding back energy, and it feels like it's from, I won't say, it feels like it's from you. Yeah, somebody has to let go. Because I think I said it's in a past reading as well, but it's something about, because, and this one is definitely giving me a cocky energy as well. Like, how can I put this? Like someone's taking something too seriously. Like someone's taking something a little bit too seriously, whether it's spirituality, whether it's, you know, this idea of like, I'm being even compelled to say that don't let these readings get to your head almost. Like, yes, you've been hurt. We can read out that energy as well, but it's when you hear it, it's meant for you to realize, again, how far you've come, how far you need to continue to push yourself. Because this is an energy where someone is sitting and basking in almost like all the things that negatively happened to them. When in reality, you could think that's okay, but all that's doing is doing more damage to you than good. Because I may not know all of you face to face. I obviously may have only met like 3 of y'all in person. But I hope for the best for you. Like this energy, I'm not really fucking with too much. I'm not gonna lie, because it doesn't feel like, I'm being completely honest, it's about anybody else outside of you. And of course, I could be a little bit more blunt. You get what I'm saying? Because I could definitely be saying it in a little bit more of a way where it's a bit more, I guess you could say, nicer. That's what I'm saying. I'm not here to trigger anybody, but do not take yourself too seriously about the things you hear, whether it's from other people or readings, whatever the case may be, because it definitely does feel like someone is basking in some sort of negativity, but it's coming from and stems from what they've experienced in life, in different situations that didn't go their way. Not every situation, because I won't say not every situation will go your way, because honestly it won't, but not every situation won't go your way as well. There will be experiences that you come across that will absolutely 100% go your way. And if you kind of close yourself out from like the real world and prevent yourself from meeting people, because it's coming up again where someone really has to allow their hair to fall and just live in the moment, go live. Because it's almost like you've learned so many lessons, you've come so far to where you closing up and you allowing the things that happen to you to kind of like shelter you away from allowing yourself to utilize the things that you've learned. It's no point in that, basically. Like, what is the reason you went through those third parties? What are the reasons that you went through those backstabbings? I'm not saying anything that you went through is correct. I'm not saying you should have been through a third party. I'm not saying you should have been, abused. I'm not saying anything that negatively happened to you, you should have endured. I am not saying that at all. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I am somebody, you'd be surprised about the things that I've been through. You get what baby. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything you negatively went through, you should have been through, but you've been through them so that way you can utilize the things that you were taught and that you have learned to move differently once you put yourself back out there, once you start a new relationship, once you start a new friendship, once you start anything new in general, you know what to look out for. And it's almost like, what is the point of closing up? What is the point of, again, sheltering yourself away from experiencing anything new, from changing up, your schedules? You get what I'm saying? What is the point of doing that when you've learned a lot, you've witnessed a lot, you know how to maneuver now, you know how to talk to people, you know how to get things out of people now. You get, like, hopefully that makes sense to y'all, but it's definitely shining a light on that. You get what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying. What's the Lovers? What's the Lovers? You got the Three of Coins. Yeah, especially if you are somebody who unfortunately been through third parties. You get what I'm saying? With the Queen of Swords, you've learned what to look out for. You've learned already, what it may look like when somebody is doubting how they feel about you, or you know what to look for if you do get an inkling of somebody. You can trust yourself enough now to be able to put yourself out there again. Because even if at first you were blinded by a lot of things that kept happening to you, you're not anymore. I'm just super popular today. But yeah, like I was saying, what's the Lovers and the Three of Pentacles? You got the Lovers again. Okay, you learned a lot. All right, they definitely are just saying, keep saying it. You learned a lot, especially about yourself, what you want, how you want to be loved, etc., etc. You have to let yourself. So it feels like someone's in this mental fog. You get what I'm saying? It definitely is giving me an energy of someone who is paving a way from themselves. You get what I'm saying? Because if you are focused right now on yourself and, you are bettering yourself, you are, going to do more higher learning on whatever you choose to do the higher learning on, that is great, right? I'm trying to just get back into the zone, y'all. Excuse me. But I don't know, it's something with me wanting to continue to encourage y'all to make sure you are putting yourself out there. Do not shy away from the world and all the beautiful things that it kind of has to offer you. You get what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter what you want to do. Do it, okay? Please do it, all right? Because your story is not done. I think that's more the most important thing. Your story is not over yet. And it's almost like someone's in that mental fog of feeling like it kind of like is. Like someone's allowing, again, the things that they went through to kind of run the show, when in reality, what you've been through was only the beginning of your true story. Like there's a happy ending for you. And it's almost like if you refuse to kind of acknowledge that, you're kind of ending your story very short. You're cutting out the new characters that are supposed to come in. You're cutting out the new opportunities that people are supposed to see you achieve, basically. What's the Death? I'm hoping it's making sense, y'all. What's the Death? You have the Ten of Wands, and you have the Page of Coins. You got Scorpio energy out here with this Death. Yeah, it feels like someone is struggling with like believing, especially in themselves, especially in some sort of like transformation. It feels like somebody really does not want to go through what they went through before. What's this Page of Wands? Like, even with this Page of Wands, it's almost like, and it talks about, to me, like someone struggling with allowing new people, yes, to come in, but new things in general to come in. They're afraid of starting anything new as well. Literally, with the Emperor at the bottom, you are this Emperor. No matter if you are a man or a woman, I will always say that it's just energy. You have the control, and do not allow the things that you went through, do not allow the people that put you through different things to have that much control over you, because that's exactly what you will be doing. Because a little story time, right? Before tarot, I was going through a lot, and I'm gonna be very transparent with y'all, because I want us to, you get what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to think I'm just up here reading cards and I haven't been through things. No, I mean, I have kids and I may not be married, but baby, I've experienced other things beyond that. You get what I'm saying? I've experienced backstabbing. I've experienced family drama, friendship drama, people trying to steal, whatever. I've experienced different things. You get what I'm saying? And ultimately what I was saying is, this for me, when I first started tarot, for those who may follow me on Instagram, I first started posting on Instagram. That was a lot for me. I was afraid of how people were going to judge me. I was afraid of what people were going to say about me, whatever the case may be, because I endured not the nicest people way before I even wanted to start a tarot. And I was afraid of what people were saying about me from other people. And I was afraid of what this will make me look like or sound like or whatever, how people would judge me. But if I didn't do what I felt like in my heart and in my gut I should be doing, those people would have won. I would still be doing things, or I would say working at a job that I'd felt like it, how can I put this? If I didn't take this leap of faith, like I was saying before, the people that tried to limit me and what I wanted to do and my spark and my light, they would have won. Y'all would not be seeing me. You get what I'm saying? I would not be here on YouTube. I would not be doing this if I allowed what people said about me in the past, said to me in the past, done to me in the past. If I allowed them to if I allowed what they said and what they did to affect me, because I went through a hermit stage before as well. I've been through an isolation stage of my own, where I didn't talk to people. I barely even went out. I went straight to work and came right back in the house, ate, went to sleep, and did it back over. I didn't do much of anything. And I seen myself become a person who not necessarily was negative, but definitely was a Debbie Downer. I definitely, wasn't as fun as I would honestly say as I was before I've been through things, and honestly right now. You get what I'm saying? It's all about getting back to who you initially were and taking the new things that you've learned from every situation, especially the ones that ended up being lessons. I'll say that. I utilized all those things. The person, like I said, I was before, the person I was when I was going through hardships, I was able to kind of like combine those two people and morph them together, and now here we are. What's the Death, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Wands? What's the Death, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Wands? You got the Six of being guided, being divinely guided, okay? And that's what it feels like. Someone is being very much divinely guided into doing something that is very purposeful for them with the Four of Cups. And you got to kind of get out that mindset of feeling like, what you have to say is uninteresting. You're uninteresting. People are uninteresting. You get what I'm saying? The more you kind of put yourself out there, the right people, you will attract the right people, places, and things. You definitely will. The more you kind of shine your light, the more you kind of strip that power that it feels like people once took away from you, you will be divinely guided to bigger and better things, to people that support you, i.e. y'all, those who watch me, those who constantly support me with every drop of every video, the ones who, get personal readings from me. And that's even other readers you guys may see. They build up their own communities. You get what I'm saying? You can build up your own as well. You have your own as well. That's different family members who support you, friends, colleagues at work. I'm just saying, put yourself back out there, because someone is being definitely divinely guided to something, again, that's more purposeful for them. And I'm just really, really afraid that I just don't want nobody to miss out on a chance of really living and really enjoying life and really laughing. You get what I'm saying? Because it feels like someone's really in that state of like feeling stripped. What's this Magician? You got the Six of Wands. What's the Magician and the Six of Wands? Whoa. You got the Lovers again. Good energy. Really pay attention to the things that you want and the things that you want to manifest. It's not stupid. It's not weird. It's not unachievable. No matter what anyone says, no matter what you think people are going to say, all of that is literally just an illusion. Everybody is literally, when you think about it, everybody is literally worrying about themselves. Even if you feel like you're going to embarrass yourself, you really have to keep in mind, nobody's really that worried about the next person. They're really not. Everybody's literally focused on themselves. And that's what it feels like you need to be doing right now with the Temperance. What's this Magician, Six of Wands, and the Lovers? Gemini is just all through and through this. You have the Ace of Chalices. Okay. What's this Page of Wands? Oh, this was the Page of Coins, excuse me. What's the Page of Wands? You have the Six of Coins. You have the Judgment. You have the Six of Chalices. Yes, and the Three of Swords. $66 can be of importance. I honestly do feel like, I don't know how much you're going to care about this, but it definitely does feel like there's a lot of people who could have wronged you who are receiving judgment. And honestly, I feel like, I'm not saying you should want people to get karma, but it's not even really necessarily karma. It's... With you building some sort of success, with you allowing yourself to kind of, again, put your hair down and live kind of like life again, that's when you'll see different people. And I'm not saying I'm encouraging. I'm not saying you should even be worried about this, but it's here. So I am being compelled to kind of like say it. But those who kind of hurt you, with the Emperor still at the bottom of the deck, those who still kind of hurt you, or kind of like got in the way of like you seeing yourself for who you truly are, or you being treated kindly, etc., etc. The moment you really go after the things that you want, the things you really want to achieve, all that energy that people may have sent out to you, especially negatively, is going to return back to them. And it's almost like the longer you kind of wait to do so, the longer it's going to take for these different people to kind of go under judgment. And we don't know what that's going to pertain for those different people, right? But again, if you do not allow yourself to live freely and live your life, like I said before, those people who did anything to you in the past, they won. But the moment you do regain control and you live again, who wins in that aspect? You. And that's exactly what that's kind of giving me with this, not even kinda, With the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Judgment, it's almost like the divine is like, we're waiting for you to realize, you know, you weren't the one in the wrong. You aren't the one with the illusion issues. You aren't the one who's really going to be heartbroken in the end of a situation. You're actually the victor. And it's almost like they're encouraging you to stand up and to kind of like realize that. What's the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Judgment? You got the Nine of Wands and you got the Two of Pentacles. Because honestly, people already assume, like that. I don't know what this energy about, but there's an energy who is expecting you to kind of be in this fog-like mentality. This unknown territory. Like, what do I do next? You get what I'm saying? People are going to judge me. You know, people got this on me. I did this. People are going to, like, you have people who want you to be in that energy, like really, really bad. And it's to limit your success. It's to hide your light. It's to hide who you are, your potential. You have people who definitely want you to be in that energy. What should I do? They want you to not know who you are. They want you to honestly misjudge yourself as well. That energy is crazy. This energy is crazy. What's the Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles? And then I think we're going to end it, y'all. You have the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Hierophant. Someone, I don't know what this is about. This could even be regarding family. You got Taurus energy out here. But you are someone who is almost like ordained to be very, very like blessed and successful in your own right. People can feel that. People can smell that. You get what I'm saying? Especially more lower vibrational people, especially people who don't think like you, don't carry the same light as you as well. People, you know when certain people are just engulfed with negative and low vibrations. You can kind of tell in the way they kind of like live, the way they express themselves, the way they put other people down, the way they go out their way to kind of like try to be better than like the next person. Like you can just tell when someone's just negative. They don't think positively. You are somebody who does. You are somebody where people automatically assume that you have it all together. You get what I'm saying? No matter, you know, you can come from a good family. You can come from, you know, money, so to speak. You are smart. You have the means to create a very, you know, balanced family in your own future. You get what I'm saying? People can tell that from you. And it's almost like, yes, it definitely does feel like the things that you've been through, it definitely was being, they were definitely being ran by lower vibrations to prevent you from living in your purpose, from allowing yourself to build like generational wealth for not only you, but for the generations after you, your own lineage. It feels like someone could potentially be like the start of having like abundance in their life, if that makes sense. Like you will be like the breadwinner, honestly. The start of that type of like pipeline for you and futures to come after you. Especially if you're like a Taurus. Or you're like super spiritual, even like religious. You don't have to be. But it's something with like you being the first, you being the one to kind of break down generational curses as well. It feels like you're going to be the first to like really, like really have some sort of generational wealth. You could have a dog, a golden retriever. It's a blind dog, not blind, but someone could have a blind dog, but blind as in hair color blind, tan. A golden retriever gives a golden retriever. What's the Hierophant and Ten of Coins? You got the Knight of Swords. What's the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles? What's the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles? And you got the High Priestess. Utilize your intuition because it was strengthened with the Two of Swords. You don't have to question anything, not even yourself. And I feel like that's really what this message is all about. Allow yourself to fall. Allow yourself to become the person that you really want to be. No matter who says anything about what you got going on. They not living your life. They not even making your money. You're making your money. You're living your life. And again, if you allow things that happened to you in the past prevent you from, again, putting yourself out there, going after the things that you want, you're allowing these people who did anything to you to do what? To win. They're not going to receive, ideally, judgment really at all. Or they will, just not as severe. I feel like the severity of it is seeing you win, is seeing you prosper. You learned a lot. You learned a lot, it feels like. You got Pisces energy is telling me to keep going. What's this Knight of Pentacles? I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords with the High Priestess. What's the Knight of Swords and the High Priestess? You got the Chariot coming out. And you got the Justice. And you also have to keep in mind, especially with this Chariot and the Justice, you also have to keep in mind, a lot of people don't run off their intuition. A lot of people completely neglect it. Discernment, all of it. I don't know if you guys ever witnessed that, but you ever been in a situation where this could be a friend or a family member where you can tell a situation that they're in, whether it's work or they do some sort of scam or they date somebody that's not good for them, and it's kind of like you can peep it, like you can see it, like, I don't think this is good for you, I don't think this is something you should be involved in, and they choose to kind of like, you know, free will is a thing. You can give somebody advice up and down, okay, till you're blue in the face. You could try to help somebody to the end of the world, but if they don't want to help themselves, if they don't want to listen to their higher self, if they don't want to listen to their better judgment, there's no real getting through to them. Like, sometimes you do gotta let people fall, but you also have to realize what a gift it is to believe in your own intuition, to utilize it, especially with the Chariot and the Justice. It's like at the end of whatever you've been through, you were gifted with the realization of like, oh, my intuition actually does help me. I do kind of like know the answers. I can peep negative and low vibrational energies and dodge them. Whereas though some people play with it, some people entertain it, some people like it. And you have to be very, very thankful that you did not turn out to be one of those people, especially with the things that you possibly endured, okay? But y'all, that was the reading. I definitely do hope that it just made sense overall. This was another doozy for me. But yes, y'all, I definitely do hope that the messages resonate for y'all. And overall, I hope that it was just useful. I hope you got some good insight from this. And yes, I'm just encouraging all of y'all to put yourself out there. Do not limit yourself, no matter how young you may feel, how old you may feel. You could feel like, you know, you live too much life and then you gotta sit down. No, you don't. You get what I'm saying? Don't overwork yourself. Don't overstress yourself. But definitely do the things that are going to make you happy. I feel like ultimately that was the message. Definitely do the things that's meant to make you happy. Go towards happiness. Do not allow yourself to stay stagnant because of, like I said, who you think is going to say this, if people are going to like that, how people may look at you. Nobody truly cares. Nobody truly cares, especially not when it's going to make you happy. You shouldn't care how anybody feels about anything that's truly going to make you happy, okay? I'm going to go eat now. Again, y'all, I definitely do hope that the messages resonate for y'all, and overall, I hope that the messages were useful for y'all. And until next time, guys, bye.